Hello, welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria. If you're new here, I vlog mainly home life things. We do cooking, chats, gardening season's coming up, so we'll be doing that as well. So yeah, anything home life that we're up to really. More often than not though, it is cooking, and today it is cooking. I haven't got the air fryer out yet, but it will be coming out in a moment, and I'm going to tell you what I'm cooking. But before I do, happy St. David's Day. My daughter made me a little crocheted daffodil. I'm going to bring you down, you can see a bit. My eldest daughter Lee, she's quite artistic. She does a lot of crocheting, and she did me this little daffodil to pin on my top. It's really pretty. So I just thought I'd show you that. So yes, so as it's St. David's Day, we're going to be doing a Welsh dish. Now, I'm not going to be doing a normal run-of-the-mill one, because everybody will say, oh, is it Barrabrith or is it Welsh cakes, you know, things like that. Everybody tends to do that. No, I'm not doing any of them. I thought I wanted to do something a bit different, more of like an old farmhouse recipe, but something quick and easy. So what we're going to do, I got out my little Welsh country puddings and pie book, and we're going to be doing Dowset, which is a dish from the Gower. So I don't know if any of you have been to the Gower, know the Gower, or if any of you are from Wales, but it's a lovely place to go. It's down in South Wales. If you ever get the chance to go, I think it's 7 bays along the Gower. When I was a child, me and my brothers were children, my dad used to always take us down to Mumbles, and we used to play the slots in Mumbles, and he used to give us 2p, and my brothers would put theirs in, I'd come out the other side with the 2p, and my dad would always ask for it back when he realised I'd still got it. So I used to have to hide it in my pocket. But my favourite place on the Gower is Rhossili. I love Rhossili. It's really nice there. If you ever get a chance to go, definitely go there. Although it's not my most favourite place in Wales, but that's my favourite on the Gower. If I was to be asked what my favourite place in Wales is, then it would be Larne. I love Larne, and my youngest daughter loves Larne as well. She wants us to go and live there, but it's quite an expensive place to live. Well, the houses are expensive anyway, so yeah. So we do have connections with Wales as well before I start cooking. If you're wondering why I'm going on about St. David's Day, we do have connections with Wales. My father, he was Welsh, and all his maternal side of the family were Welsh, so got good long lines of them. And my DNA, I think I've got 23% of Welsh in my DNA. So yeah, there's a good chunk. So that's it. But sad to say, I can't speak any Welsh. I'm a bit ashamed to say that, and I can't speak Welsh. But my dad, he didn't speak Welsh either. Well, I've never known him to anyway. Never knew him to. So he didn't speak it. I don't know. I think going further back, obviously they did, but my dad didn't. Not to us anyway. And I can't speak Welsh at all. Although I must admit that I can say names and places that I'm used to seeing and going to all my life. I'm all right like that. And one thing I do get muddled up with is F's and V's, because I always want to pronounce an F, a single F, as a V. I do that. And I find it mostly with place names. I was doing some family tree work the other day. I do genealogy, and I was doing that, and I came across a place in Staffordshire, which to me was Vorton, and I thought, oh, I'll have to go and research where Vorton is. And then looking at it, it started with an F. I thought, oh, it's Forton. And the same, there's another place in Staffordshire called, let me say it slow, Adforton, but I always say Advorton. So I do mix up, but only with place names for some reason. I don't know why, but I do always mix the V's and the F's up there. It's, well, mostly place names anyway. So that's it. Although going to school, when my kids went to school, the teachers used to say to me, oh, have you got any Welsh family? And I used to think, oh, do they know somebody then? And I would cautiously go, yes. And said, oh, no, it's because of the way you talk, the way you say things sometimes. And I don't quite know what it was I was saying, but I think that one of them was I always used to end sentences with then. Always meant then at the end of the, I don't know. But to me, or I don't know. It was only teachers who ever seemed to say it. But anyway, like I said, we're going to do Dowset today. It's a dish from the Gower. I have never ever done it before. I just wanted to find something that was more sort of, well, not the main things, all these, like I say, the Welsh cakes, barra breads, you get them all in the gift shops and everything. I wanted something a bit more behind the scenes. My brother, and he's probably watching this, was trying to guess what I was doing today, and he said, are you doing lava bread and cockles? And I'm like, no. Oh, perish of thought, don't like it. And the smell alone. So no, I don't know who'd have had it if I'd have actually took it up to him if I did. So yeah, anyway, we'll get on and do it. Like I said, I've never done it before, so the recipe itself is a bit of a mystery to me. I don't know if you can see all that. That in itself is a mystery to me because it's all in tablespoons. It says to line the pie dish with pastry, which it doesn't say whether I need to bake it blind first or not. I would thought so because it doesn't seem to have to go on for very long. It is all trial and error. Today you may see a major disaster, but we shall see. I just wanted to try it, so we shall see what it does. So first of all, because I haven't got much room, I'm going to mix the fill a bit first, and then we'll deal with the pastry afterwards. So I'm going to mix the fill a bit, and then we can put that to one side while I sort out the pastry. I've already pre-made pastry because any of you that have watched any of my vlogs will know that I batch make pastry, and I put it into deep freeze. So I've just took one out to deep freeze. So we'll deal with that in a minute. This is supposed to resemble, it does tell you what it roughly resembles. It's like a cross between an egg custard tart and a Bakewell tart. So that gives you an idea of what the filling might be like, because we know an egg custard tart's like, very soft, not runny, but a very soft consistency. And a true Bakewell tart, not like the ones you get in the shops which are very spongy, a true Bakewell tart actually is like a bit like a pancake mix. It's a bit like that. It's really nice, but you have to go into Bakewell to get a true Bakewell tart up in Derbyshire, but I've been and they are very nice. But it is like bit like a pancake mix, but cooked, So I'm imagining something soft in the middle, so I'd be very surprised if it goes to a sponge, but we'll see. We'll have a look what happens, shall we? So I'm going to bring you down, and I've got a spoon here. So we'll use a spoon. I might need a teaspoon as well, smaller spoon. Teaspoons, large spoons, I just any size really. So let's bring you down and we'll get on with doing what we're doing. So it is all in spoons and everything, so I'm not needing a scale. So first of all, I will want well, it does actually say to make a batter, so it is going to be a batter-like thing. So with flour and sugar and that. So it doesn't say what order to put them in. So shall we just start in the order it's labelled? So we've got 6 tablespoons of plain flour. And they always go over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm always tempted to put 1 for luck. I haven't better follow it as it says, because I've never done it before. So we've got 6 tablespoons of plain flour. We want ½ teaspoon of baking powder. I don't know. I'll just sort of overload them a bit, me. Don't grumble at me if I've gone over. So, yeah, baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, which is quite nice because that's not too much sugar. 1, 2. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, so we'll just, it doesn't look very much, that doesn't. So we'll just mix that in a bit. Make sure we've got everything. Plain flour, baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Then we want an egg. Well, I've already beaten the egg. So we'll add the egg mix to it. I'm sure I did say 1 egg, yeah. So we'll mix that together. I wouldn't say it looks runny like batter. Let me bring you around actually. I keep forgetting which way I'm facing. It's more thicker like a cake mix to me. In fact, I'd say that would be too thick. Tempted to add a drop of milk in there, but I don't know. Do you know, I might do. It doesn't say to. I don't think it does anyway. But we'll just add a little tiny drop because that does look really thick. And for saying it says like a batter, reads like a batter, then it shouldn't be too thick. I think that's going to be more of a sponge than a batter. Oh, that's disappointing. I like battery sort of things. I like the Bakewell tarts. The only difference is they've got almonds in them. That's nice and smoother anyway. I'd say that's more like a sponge. It doesn't look much, does it? I don't know how that's going to cover my thing. I've got this pie dish. I don't see how that's going to cover it. I'll have to perhaps do another one of it, I don't know. Apparently it's a pudding that they did when they used to bake bread and the oven was still warm, so they just used to knock it together because it is just basic ingredients and then pop it into the warm oven to cook. So, and it made a nice dish, so we'll see. I've got a feeling that, because that doesn't look much. I mean, look at that. That doesn't look much at all, does it? I've got a feeling I might have to do another mix on that, but we'll put it to one side a minute. See, I've got a foil tray. Well, that might be too big. I'm wondering whether perhaps to get a smaller one. It doesn't. That's the thing. It doesn't tell you. It leaves you to guess. It doesn't say what size you need or anything. It just says line a pie dish. Well, a pie dish is quite deep. I don't think there'll be enough filling there to fill a pie dish. But anyway, we'll get on and say I'm going to get the air fryer and then we'll deal with the pastry and we'll take it from there. Okay, I've got the air fryer. See, that's nothing. They wouldn't have done it in the air fryer. I'd be very brave trying to tempt it, never mind adapting it. Right, let's bring you down. I'm going to roll out some pastry. If you want to know how I do my pastry, if you just scroll back a good few vlogs, there should be one saying how I make my pastry, and then you'll be able to have a look and see. See, it doesn't say about baking it blind. As I just said, I'm tempted to bake it blind. I don't know, maybe not. Right, just put it on the full tray. I was thinking, shall I get a small tray? And I thought, well, no. We can always just do another mix and put it on top. It's very basic. I mean, if they were making a pie for the family on the Gower, that was wouldn't have very much, would they? A spoonful each. Die of starvation. That's wrong now. Right, let's cut the edges of this up. Anything with these foil plates, they are a bit flimsy. I should perhaps put it in a more solid one, but I've got all these packs of plates that I was making for custard, apple pies. I've made a load in the freezer. Then I've got all these plates left over. So I just want to use them because they're just lying about and they get in the way. I thought, well, that's the size of like a pie dish, probably not as deep, but I don't know. Anyway, next thing we do is put some jam in it. So we'll do that. I don't think I'll bake it blind. I'm just going to go with it and we'll see what it does. So we'll put a couple of blobs of jam in it. Not too much. I just heard somebody go, "Bleh." That's probably my husband. Doesn't like jam. Just spread it thinly. We don't want it huge amounts. I do definitely think that I was going to make maybe a couple more of them mixes because I can't see one's going to fill it. Has anybody ever heard of Dowset before? Does anybody know anything about it? I tried Googling it. After finding it in my little book, I thought we'll Google it. But I could only see a reference to it in St Faggin's Museum in Cardiff. So I couldn't see nothing else about it. There we are, that should cover it. This might be a disaster or it might not. Once we get the right amount in it, we'll probably be all right. So, let's move that a minute. We'll probably have to do some more. Let's get the mix. Don't know what I did with my big spoon. We'll get another one. Actually, I don't know why I'm scribbling that there. Could go in there. And we'll see what happens. Just don't spread it too much because I might turf all the jam up everywhere. Got a feeling maybe it should pour in if it's like a batter mix, but that definitely doesn't. I definitely will need to do another one. There's no way that's going to cover. Right. If we can just sort of make it across halfway, then perhaps one more mix will do the other half without doing it too much. I think one more mix might do the other half. Right, got spoons and things everywhere. So I'll just pop that there a minute. As you see, it's only done half of it, and we'll have to do another half. I didn't think it looked very much, but it shouldn't take much to do another half. So what were we? 6 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that out of the way. I just realised I didn't switch it down so you can't see what I'm doing. Although you've just watched me do it once. But so 6 of plain flour, half of baking powder. Could somebody pass me an egg, please? Oh, if I could take the lid off the baking powder without it all going everywhere. Did we say half? No. Well, I might. But I wouldn't bank on it. He says, can I catch it? No, I want an ordinary chicken egg, not duck, please. I want 2 teaspoons of sugar. That's the thing, my ducks have started laying eggs as well now. So that's pretty good. 1, 2. Thank you. And I'll just beat an egg up. Can we see? getting in the right positions all the time. Right, where did that one spoon go? Just give that a mix in. Pop the egg in. I think if this works out and I ever think, oh, I'll do that again, then I will make note in the little book that it's a double mix. Probably heaping my spoons of flour too much, but even then it would it wouldn't be enough to sort of cover all of that. Let me just put a bit of milk in there. After all, if it's like a cross between an egg custard and a baked or tart, they both have milk in. So we'll bit in this, quite a bit this time. There we go, it's going. I just hope all this works out now. Like I say, I've never ever done it before, not anywhere. It was just I wanted to find something a bit different for St. David's Day, not the run-of-the-mill stuff that everyone normally cooks, you know. That'll do. Right. Put the rest in there. This should do it this time. I think I will put the air fryer on pre-warm. Can't do it while I'm talking to you because it makes this horrendous noise. It's like scraping steel. It's something to do with the sound on my microphone, on the phone. Well, not my microphone, on the phone, because microphones worked all right on other phones. It's just this new one I'm using. I don't know if there's something I can set to control it. I don't know. I'm not technical. If I touch something, it's likely to blow up. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm definitely not technical. That looks a bit better now. And that looks better. Hopefully this will do the trick now. Where it's been standing, it does look a bit battery actually. It does remind me of a Bakewell tart, putting it together like this. Right, I'll leave it at that. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop the air fryer on to preheat it for about 8 minutes, and then I'm going to pop this in. So I'm going to turn me off while I turn this on so you don't get that awful screeching noise. So let me just see what settings we've got. I've had to bring all of the conversions and so it says that you put it in a fairly hot oven of 375 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 5 or 190 degrees centigrade. So if it's 190 according to my conversion, I wish it had gas marks in my conversion, but it doesn't. So we'll go with 190, and it says 150. Although, you know, there it has also got oven fan 170, and somebody made a comment about the fan the other day that made me think. I think it's when I did the toad in the hole about the ones turn out better in the oven because they weren't in the fan. So I'm wondering, oh, should I convert from that? No, I don't know. It just makes me think. My mind's not technical enough to work it all out. But I'm going to stick it on 150, whatever. I'm going to stick it on 150. Let's put it on. I'll stick it on the air fry mode just to warm it up for 150. And that's what I'm going to cook it on as well when we do it now. So I'm just going to warm it up. I don't know. Make sure there's nothing in it first. Oh, blimey. I should have looked first if there's nothing in it. Never put nothing in it. Yeah, about 8 minutes. Right. I'm just going to leave that warm, then we'll come back and sort it. Okay, so we've warmed it up. Just pop it down there. I'm going to put the pie in. So that's what it looks like. There it goes, it's in. It just fits in actually, that dish. Pop it in. Hang you up. So I'm going to put it back onto air fry at temperature of 150. And I'm going to cook it for 25 minutes. Oh, gone past that. So air fry 150, 25 minutes. And away we go. And we'll see what happens in 25 minutes. Okay, it's beeped. We'll see what it's done. Now, I've no idea what it's even meant to look like. I forgot to say that because I've not seen a picture of it. So I don't know, but we'll take it out and see. This is always the worrying part for me, no matter what I'm cooking, but this more so because I've no clue what it's meant to be like. Oh, heck. I'd have gone more with a meringue looking top. See that? I'll bring you down and see if I can get it out. It's going to be a bit hot to fetch out, I think, though. Let's get my tea towel. And a bit floppy. Because it's very thin. There we go. Oh, not too bad. Now, let's just put that to one side. Then you can see better what it's done. There we go. That actually looks quite nice. It looks like meringue. It reminds me of meringue on top, but it's not. It's actually like a cake, but it's sort of tap it. Don't know if you can hear that. So, and you can see the jam underneath. The pastry's cooked fine, so I didn't need to pre-cook it. It's sort of shrunk away a bit. It's like a sponge. But yeah, that's risen quite well. Quite like the look of that actually. So what I'm going to do, it's really hot at the moment. So what I'm going to do is leave it go cool and then we can cut into it and perhaps have a taste test and see what it tastes like. So we'll come back in a short while. Right, I think it might be cool enough now. But it was just instantaneous to you. I've been away and been marking Sean's schoolwork. I've been gone a bit, but for you, it was straight away. But anyway, it should be cool enough because I was gone a bit. Going to cut into it. I don't know how well you can see that. It cuts nice. Does it? Slices really nice. There we go. I always hate taking the first pieces out because they're always the bits that crumble. When you've got a piece out, it's easier to go at the rest. Get under there. Oh, look at that. So it's like a sponge with a layer of jam and the pastry at the bottom. It's quite nice. I'm not sure where my jam's gone. Just look a bit like, and look at the bottom of it. It does actually look like a bit like a Bakewell when you go into the Bakewell shops and have one with a coffee. So that's what it looks like. So we'll taste it and see. Quite chewy. I think that's because you've got the pastry and the sponge together. But that's very nice. I'm not sure how it looks across between a custard and, well, bakewell. It probably looks a bit more like a bakewell, but it looks more like a bakewell that you do buy in the shops because of the spongy bit. And yeah, it read like it was made like a batter, so I don't know. Did it turn out right? But it certainly cooks. It certainly tastes nice. I tell you what, it would be nice with some cream, bit of cream on that. Lovely. It tastes really nice. It's quite good. Never made one before. Quite pleased with it. It didn't burn, didn't blow up, or nothing terrible happened, so I was quite pleased with that. So that's my Dowset. Would I make another one? Quite possibly, yes, because it tastes nice, but I would make sure I've got some cream next time. Got no cream in at the moment, but I'd have some cream with it next time. So that's a success. That's my little Welsh dish for St. David's Day. And the other thing is I did have to double it up, so I'll probably make note of that in my little cookbook. But and that, it was really good. So thank you for watching. Now it's Friday today, so Monday, I'll probably pop on Monday. I want to talk about the gardening collaboration and tell you about it in case any of you are interested in taking part. So I'm just going to pop on Monday for a little while and I'll tell you all about it and how you can take part in it if you're interested in taking part, or even just showing your garden or your favourite plant, anything like that. But I'll tell you all about that on Monday, so I'll come back Monday and do that, and then next week we'll do some more cooking and we'll have another chatty day where we'll have a chat, and that's how our week will go. We'll go with the flow. So until Monday, if you do want to just pop on and see about the gardening collab, if not, it'll probably be Tuesday when I see you, but whenever I see you next, take care of yourselves. Bye.